Hi, it's 2 weeks since we were together up in Bradford looking at how to negotiate more collaboratively. There were some things we thought of on day one of the training course, and here's your memory board. We talked about 4 ways to influence a business: trade, trade up, trade again, and efficiency. Trade, get a new customer, get that customer to buy more, get them to come back more frequently, or make us more efficient in what we do. We talked about what makes somebody world-class: attitude, skills and knowledge. Attitude, that's up to you. What are you doing to improve your attitude? Skills, a technique, done under pressure multiple times equals a skill. And knowledge, 3 great reasons to improve your knowledge. 1, you get promoted more frequently. 2, you get more money. And 3, if you make a link between these 3 random points here, then you get oxytocin, serotonin and dopamine, all to do with happiness. Happier, earn more money, and get promoted more frequently. The link is realistically that knowledge drives credibility. So moving your knowledge from 4 to 5 improves your credibility, but moving it from 5 to 6 improves exponentially. So what are you doing to improve your knowledge? You should be doing something every day to improve that knowledge base. We talked about knowledge being based around the 7 C's. We gave you 7 buckets around which to place your knowledge: customer, consumer, country, channel, category, competitors. What do you know about those things? What are you doing to improve your knowledge? We talked about questioning. We said there were 4 types of questions: open, to get information. We talked about the who, what, why, when, where and how, those bums on the rugby post. We talked about probing questions, which are designed to get information or detail. And we talked about why, and diving in here. And if you jump out too early, you create a next logical question or a next natural question. We talked about rhetorical questions, which is really a summary. I've felt the air move, it's gone into my head, I've run it against everything I know or have experienced, and this is what I think you mean. And if we don't get it quite right, then the other person will correct us and add more information. We talked about closed question, which is really a full stop. And we did say that an average good conversation goes open, probing, rhetorical, closed, and that's a perfect conversation. We talked about when you come to present an idea, a 5-part persuasion. First of all, you need to plan. If you don't plan, then what happens is you spend too long in the pain zone. So are you now spending some time planning? We talked about meetings with Dave and reversing this over so that you spend more time planning and less time in the pain zone. We talked about the avatar, thinking about the other person, what's driving them, what motivates them. If it's a social transaction, then it's generally around, can you make them more efficient? But if it's a business transaction, so the salesman who comes to see you should be talking about bringing new customers in, giving you the opportunity to trade them up, getting them to come back more frequently, or making your business more efficient. We talked about thinking about purpose, value and agenda, PVA. Why am I seeing this person? What value can I bring to their life or they bring to my life? And therefore, what is the agenda that I'll follow? These are the questions I will ask around the ACEs that I have. ACEs I have for the salesman will be around things like distribution, volume, access to people, promotions, that sort of thing. So what do you have and what questions can you ask around that? We talked about a 5-part psychological persuasion. Explore the needs. So ask some good questions, try to get the other person to say these things. Establish interest. So this is the traffic light. So if I can find a way to deliver these things, could we get a deal today? Explain how it works. So this is what needs to happen, by whom, by when. Emphasize a key benefit. So you can see by doing this, we deliver this. By doing this, we deliver this. And by doing this, we deliver this. And then finally, execute the close. And we said there was a fear close. If you don't come now, your tea will be cold. An alternative, would you like to see me on Tuesday or Wednesday? Or an assumptive close, I've made you a coffee. 99.9% of the time you get a big fat yes, it comes out at the bottom here. But sometimes you get a yes but, and that's a sign they want to negotiate. Then we went on to look at negotiation. We said there's the zone of potential agreement. We've thrown out our best shot here, and we have a walk-away position which has been agreed in advance with ourselves and with our boss. At this point here, below here, can't do the deal anymore. What we're looking for is this bit between their walk-away position and our walk-away position, which is the zone of potential agreement, the area we'll put little trinkets into to make this deal work. We said there were 6 parts to a negotiation. Firstly, the value of the deal, and we said we write this down. What's in it for me, what's in it for them? The next one is the edge. So where does the edge lie? What's my edge? What's their edge? And then what's the narrative that will go with it? I'm trying to undermine their edge and build up my edge. Number 3 is a shopping list, a long list. We said 150 items. How are you doing on that list? Have you started building it yet? Are you sharing it with your colleagues? Because it's easier if obviously everybody's involved in it. So here, the shopping list, things I want from them. Because I'm wanting it from them, they're going to be paying for it. So here, it's the cost to them, high, medium or low, and the value to me, high, medium or low. And what I'm looking for are things that are low cost to them and high value to me, because those are the items I'm most likely to get. We talked about the currency list. These are the things that I might have to pay with. Again, there's a long list, 150 things that I might be able to pay with. Because I'm going to pay, it's cost to me and the value to them. And I'm looking again for high, medium, low, and I'm looking specifically for things that are low cost to me and high value to them. Those are the ones that we're probably going to accept and move around. Number 5 is CBA, cost benefit analysis. Not what my son would say, but cost benefit analysis. The value of these boxes going that way and the value of those boxes coming back. And then finally, number 6, tactics. We talked about a number of tactics. 1, silence, okay? The value of silence. Other one is conditional giving. If you do this for me, I could consider doing this for you. We talked about the flinch. We talked about timeouts. They work pretty well. You can think of other ones that were in that list, okay? Which tactics are you using and which are working well for you? What we said was when this comes to yes, but, here, when this comes to yes, but, then what happens, it drops into this bit here. Explore, propose, trade, and close. So what worked for you in my proposal and what didn't quite work? And then I get that list out. Don't sell on any of these things. Make sure they give you that list as best we can. Once that list is out there, we know the size of those because we've already done that here in CBA. We've already worked out what the value is. We know what the value of this list is. So then we propose. So if I could find a way to fix this, could we have a deal today? If the answer is no, what else would I need to do? If the list is very long, we say maybe something like, well, which of these are the top 3 that I need to hit today? If I can fix this list, could we have a deal? Yes, we could. Okay, we're moving on. Now, trade. A look at my list. What do I have on here? What items do I need to trade to make up this value? So here I trade items. If you were to give me this, then I could consider giving you this. Tick. If you were to give me this, I could consider giving you this and this. And if you were to give me this, then I could consider giving you this. Once they're all ticked off, then we go to the close. Simply the same as these down here. The fear close, the alternative, and the assumptive. We had a great time. The more you visit this, the more it will stick in your mind. The more you share it with other people, the better it will be. I hope you're working with it. We had a great time together. I hope you're using all this stuff, and I look forward to working with you again soon. Bye now.